Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for all zodiac signs. We're going to start with Aries and move through to Pisces. Each sign will be time-stamped in the description box, so you can find your sun, then you can scooch to your moon, and then you can scooch to your rising, or you can watch for someone else, or whatever you like. Find it all in the description box. And I'm using the Mythic Tarot, at least for most of them. Sometimes I change my mind halfway through and one sign gets a random tarot pack, but mostly I'm using the Mythic Tarot. I'm doing general messages and then some love oracle cards for each sign. Now, this is for September the 9th, Saturday, September the 9th to Saturday, September the 16th. Inclusive. Thank you everybody for liking, sharing and subscribing my daily videos, and also for watching your monthly videos. Those are up for September, one for each astrological sign, so do check out your monthly as well and see how it dovetails with this weekly reading. If you like it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below, or you can visit my website, Gemstonetarot.com. I wanted to sing that then, but I resisted it. Right, let's kick off. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Ooh. That's a kind of an Aries shuffle that I just did then. Pow, pow, pow. Okay. All going on outside my window. Ooh. I want one more for you. I'm taking one off. Ooh, Aries. Okay. I know this is an obvious statement, Aries, because you're Aries, but you're feeling impatient. Which for you is good. It's kind of authentic. Aries is number one. Starts everything. Wants to get everything going. Cardinal. Cardinal, which means you start things and then you pass them on to other people for them to develop. So you are the fire starter, which is a Prodigy song. And I get this for you. This is Aries. This is you being a fire starter. Look at you go on your white-winged horse. That's amazing, isn't it? This is the energy you're feeling, my lovely Arians. And also we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Try as you might, some of you might be finding it difficult to sleep. Certainly finding it difficult to rest your mind and focus on one thing at a time. Some of you lovely Aries are considering somebody from the past, or thinking about somebody from the past, or during that gorgeous Mercury retrograde, somebody from the past came up to you or rang you, or God, how old am I? Rang you? No, they didn't ring you. They probably got hold of you on Facebook or social media, or sent you a text, or wherever the kids are at these days, and trying to maybe nudge back into your life, or you've just been thinking about somebody from the past and there is some impatience creeping in. Some impatience. Now, for some of you, this could be to do with getting a work thing going. It could be to do with starting a new job and it's been delayed. A lot of you though, Six of Cups. This is a past love energy. It's quite a sweet energy. You see this person who's contemplating the cup. With the Six of Cups though, there's always a certain melancholy about it that slightly trips me up. You know, there's just something slightly a bit... You know, it's often someone who there is a reason why we left them, or they left us, or it broke up, or whatever it was, and then they kind of put the feelers out and that reason is still there. I might do a little clarifier for that one actually. I'm feeling clarify-y. Now I got the Knight of Pentacles here. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Perfect juxtaposition. Knight of Pentacles, he's on this sort of raggedy, lovely, shy horsey donkey thing. He's like, yeah, I'm on my horse. I got my pentacle. He probably doesn't talk like that. But anyway, I'm on my horse. I got my pentacle. It'll happen when it happens, but it'll definitely happen. And then this guy's like, come on, let's go. Let's go. It's going to happen right now. Push and pull, Aries. Push and pull. For those of you waiting to go on a date or reconcile with an ex, you are gagging to go on it. Gagging. And I like that about you, Aries. You don't hide it. Enthusiasm goes a long way. Whoa. Woohoo! Interesting. Nice cards. So for the Six of Cups, we get the Empress. Femininity, motherhood, Six of Cups. Few of you, this might be to do with fertility. You might be waiting to find out if you're pregnant and you're feeling impatient. You're doing the 2-week wait. Okay, because the Empress is Demeter, goddess of fertility, and femaleness. And for men, it would be perhaps a girlfriend or a wife, or issues to do with your motherhood, parenting. It's a feminine energy. It's definitely a feminine card. And then you get the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Six of Wands. This is on top of the Knight of Wands. It is telling me you are going to be victorious. It's going to be a good outcome. But at the same time, you get the Three of Wands reversed. Something about the building of it, if it's a job, or if it's getting pregnant, or if it's meeting up with somebody slightly from the past, or somebody romantic, there is going to be just a few like little roadblocks, but absolutely nothing serious. Cripes. Liking your love cards. Oh, wow. You got great love cards, Aries. You've had great love cards for ages. Woo! Happiness. Romance. Responsiveness. If someone's reaching out to you, I don't often say this, Aries, but if someone's reaching out to you, you may want to respond. Responsiveness, it's kind of in the mix. It may be that what you give out, you get back. We've got two bunny rabbits snogging here in the background. That could have something to do with the Empress. Also, female Aries, this is a time when you might be coming up to your fertile time. Just giving you the heads up. You know what to do if you want it, you know what to do if you don't. So, just saying, you could be very fertile at the moment. But this is a very fertile time for you, Aries. Your readings have been good for ages. Been getting really good vibes for you. I like it very much. This suits you greatly to wear the crown of success. That's a very Aries thing. Just remember, be patient. Plod on with your pentacle, particularly if you're waiting for money or if you're waiting for a promotion at work. You're definitely feeling a whole load of zippity-doo-dah, but zipped it up a little bit, Aries, if you can. It is the glory of your sign that you normally can't. And I love that about you. Divine guidance. The way things are panning out at the moment, however they're panning out, is divine timing. Also, look for signs. Feel those signs. Don't ignore your intuition, Aries. Ooh. Nice reading, Aries. Do check out your moon and your rising. If you want a private reading, Aries, you can book in the description box below. All of the signs will be time stamped, so you can check those out and have a look and kind of put the two readings together, okay? Oh, you can look up your Venus as well. You can get loads of free charts on the internet. Astro.Dienst is very good. They do free charts. Thank you, Aries. Lovely. Nice love cards. Right, Taurus. Taurus. Ooh. Let's have a look for you. Using the Mythic Tarot, Taurus. Ooh. And this is for 9th of September to the 16th of September. Ooh. I quite like this. Taurus, if you've been wishing for something, this is the emotional wish card, wishing and hoping. Often it's hope. This is Aphrodite with this cup, and the couple from the Two of Cups have rocked up again here, doing their catalogue shoot for the Mythic Tarot. They've popped onto the rock. So, 9 of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment. Nice tasty card. Not to be sniffed at, Taurus. And then very nicely under it, 10 of Pentacles. This is a card of cornucopia and security. This is a beautiful, beautiful family card. It's like whatever security means for you, because obviously this is a bit nuclear family, but it can be whatever your home security setup is. You and the dog, you and whoever and the dog, you know, you and the dog and 5 kids, whatever it is, going to be feeling a lot more secure. And I know that your readings recently, Taurus, have been a bit unstable. So I like this for you. If this is what you wish for, whatever your security is, and it could be money with the 10 of Pentacles, promotion, it could be receiving more of a contract at work, more of a permanent contract. 10 of Pentacles is more permanence. Now we have the 4 of Swords as well. If you are wishing for some peace and quiet, if you're wishing for some time to yourself, if you're wishing for some spiritual clarity, yes, you can have it. I like this very much for you. This is really positive. If you're wishing for love as well, you can have it. It's would be more of a secure connection, not just a bit of a fling, something that has a kind of future in it. The only card here that's in the reverse is we have what I call my 1990 share. See that? I'm ready to sing If I Could Turn Back Time, but I won't. She's in reverse, this Queen of Cups. For me, Taurus, this is just... Taurians are very spiritual and they are very connected, almost clairvoyant often. Something about that is not in this. So let's say this is your emotional wish. There is some part of you that is trying to be a realist about it. You don't need to. If you want to manifest something, if you want to do spiritual practices, or if you feel that would help, you have the ability, and yes, it would. See how her feet just merge with the water. She's in touch with Source. And Taurus, I feel like you can access this energy in order to answer your questions this week. Because the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment, the divine timing seems to be there. And the 10 of Pentacles, the manifestation of it, the better job, the more secure home, that's there too. And the spirituality with the 4 of Swords. It's only you doubting your own intuition that could get in your way this week. Let's take some love cards for you, Taurus. Ooh. Some of you, Taurus, are still dealing with issues of betrayal with somebody. This is some kind of third party. For some of you, it's somebody's ex-wife or husband who is still too much in the picture for your liking. Not necessarily that they are actually cheating on you with them, but just that they are in the circle of your intimacy and you don't like it. For some of you, it is a past actual betrayal where someone's cheated. For some of you, you're still in the relationship, you're trying to work it through. If that's the case, you get communication. It means however you can communicate, it really doesn't matter. Just make sure that you do, because this is the healing card. Even if this betrayal is someone from the past you no longer wish to be with, it may be there's still something left unsaid. And then we get the trust and the healing card on the parachute. For single Taurians, I think this is a good week. Whether you've been betrayed in the past or not, you need to trust in the process of meeting someone new. Communication in this can mean online dating. I know loads of people hate online dating, but it's kind of, as this card suggests, it's a lottery. And you know, if you don't buy a ticket, you know what I'm saying. But all in all, yeah, I'm not even going to say be careful what you wish for, because you don't need to be careful what you wish for, Taurus. 9 of Cups is a very fine guide that you're on the right page. And it's healing for some of you. Look at that. You get divine timing. This is divine timing, Taurus. Yes. Trust in that. And trust that actually you have inside you, as they say, you can feel it in your water. That's what the Queen of Cups is for me. Trust that you can feel when it's right. And trust that you can feel when it's right to wish for something. And when it's right to let it go, if it is about that betrayal, which for some of you it is. But I feel like whether you stay or whether you've gone, whether you've stayed with that person or whether you've gone, I feel like you've dealt with it, Taurus. Better than you're giving yourself credit for. Whew, Taurus, do hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and the like if you like the reading. Look up your moon and your rising sign. And if you want a private reading, Taurus, you can book in the description box below. I think that's overall a very positive and healing reading for you, Taurus. Right, have a good week. Gemini. Let's have a look for you, Gemini. Ooh. Some secrets for some Geminis, because I can't choose your cards. Some of you have a secret. Let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Some Geminis are feeling some kind of instability. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse for you. You may have to move, you may be thinking of moving, the rent may have gone up on your building, you can't afford it, or wages have gone down and you can't afford to stay at the same job, or you've heard about pay cuts or they're cutting back. Something to do with your basic financial survival or home life. 10 is material, and it's the top of a suit. It's the top of the Pentacles suit. It's the end of a cycle, but it's also kind of pushing you into the beginning of another, because it's 1 and 0, which added together makes the 1, which is a new beginning. But I do feel like there is some kind of bumpy ride for you here, Gemini. A slightly rude awakening. This news may have come quite suddenly. It could also be, if you've broken up with somebody, them not financially contributing anymore. Or if you're with somebody, them not wanting to contribute as much as they did before. Something like that. Something that really threatens your homestead, your purse, your money, your bank account, your income, your job, security. Now, two nice cards actually. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, this is King Midas. He has accumulated a lot of dollar and he's got a big fat pentacle right there too. Now, King Midas is well known for becoming rather attached to his gold and really holding on to his pentacle a little bit too tightly, as they say. He's got his hand on his pentacle and he won't take it off. Part of me feels that for you, Gemini, this is just a warning, and this isn't something you normally do. Because you're worried about finances, don't get too wrapped up in the materialism of it. And I know that sounds really stupid if you can't afford to pay your rent or the money, you know, you're not getting enough at work or whatever it is, but all will be well. King Midas loved to generate money. That's one way of doing it, but at the moment I don't feel that's working for you. And then we have Temperance, this beautiful card, Major Arcana, so it kind of trumps the other cards. This woman with her lovely cups and the rainbow and the circle, it's kind of like source. I always feel like she's returning to source and it's enough for her. She knows the interplay, she knows the oxygen and the water and how you get the rainbow and that whole cheesy line, which is true, that to get a rainbow you first need rain. I read that on my friend's wall the other day. It's cheesy, but it's true. And I'm using it. I just feel there is a third way for you. If you're strategizing about money, if you're worrying about money, there is a third way, because you also have the Five of Wands. Now, the next card from the Five of Wands is the Six. This is firefighting. It is when Jason, and he's on his mission to catch the golden fleece, which is in the dragon's mouth, he encounters the obstacles. He's got to slay the dragon. It's kind of, you know that he will, but he still has to go through it. You know you're going to get there, Gemini, but you're annoyed at all this detail. For a few of you, you could possibly, if it's about a relationship, be dealing with an upset with an earth sign, or someone who is in accountancy, or someone who's very, very tight with money. You could be arguing about money. It could be a breakup over money. It could just be an issue about money. It could be about getting a refund. It could be about a house sale not going through. Either way, it's a minor cloud. It's a Five of Wands. Five of Wands is not a big setback. Five of Wands is what we like to call a ball ache. That's what I call it. What a ball ache. But that's all it is. Oh, that's interesting. Just looking at some love cards for you here, Gemini. Okay, if you're single, Geminis, it's a good week to meet somebody. Quite honestly. Ooh, I do get, remember that to get a rainbow you need to make rain. Haha. Cynicism. She's tipping cold water on this snogging couple on the bench. If you're single, you might be feeling cynical about finding love, okay? I get that. But this is not the week for it. Being cynical, that is. Look at this. This is openness. It's an open heart. It's about being... what's the word? Being an open book. Being an open door. Being welcoming. No matter what has gone on in the past. Because you also get the luck card. And this is stumbling upon love in a really strange place. It's the random love card. For those of you that are coupled Geminis, you may find there are issues about money and security and you need to be open about it. and you need to talk about it. It needs to be openly discussed with a temperate nature if you can manage it. And really, how many couples can manage it? Darling, let's talk about money, yeah. And we won't actually throttle each other by the end of the night. Try and be like the Temperance Queen, okay? Now, definitely check your moon and rising, because I've shuffled those cards really well, and you also have divine timing, which just came up for Taurus. Feel safe that there is divine timing at work. You do have that lovely Temperance card as well. Things about money are weighing heavily on your mind. One, there's a lot more to it than money. Money's just the numbers of it. It's the energy behind it and how you feel about it. And two, you need to be open to genuinely believing in divine timing. Five of Wands, you know, helps us kind of dispense with kind of almost, you know, in Jurassic Park, mixing my metaphors, where one of the kids throws something and the dinosaur gets distracted. Five of Wands is often distracting you so something better can slip in. There you go. So if you do want a private reading, Gemini, you can book me in the description box below. Do hit the subscribe button if you like the video, and do check out your moon and rising in the timestamps section. Interesting reading, Gemini. Very, very interesting. As they all are actually this week. Definitely check your moon and rising, because some of the same cards are coming up and I'm shuffling really well. Thank you, Gemini. Cancerians, Cancer. Ooh. One. Ooh. And you. Whew. Okay. Okay, Cancer, I'm remembering your monthly reading. And very interestingly, you have the Hanged Man, Major Arcana. You have two cards that tell me you're still stewing on something, or something is still eating you up. And two cards that tell me you're ready to move on from it as well. So I quite like that for you. The Hanged Man, this is Prometheus. And Prometheus decided to let humans in on the action on how fire worked. How, you know, it gave them fire. They didn't have the element of fire. So they were kind of hanging around in dark caves with raw bits of meat and really couldn't make much progress until he made a kind of a sacrifice and gave them the knowledge of fire. Zeus, I think it was, Zeus was extremely annoyed, obviously. He doesn't like God's giving things to mortals. He likes to keep it to himself. So he punished him for 30 years by hanging him here, and this bird pecked out his liver every day, which then renewed itself, which is quite good knowledge for the ancient Greeks, isn't it? Because the liver does renew itself. And then each morning it returned, the liver renewed, and it pecked it all out again. After 30 years, he got a reprieve, and he was made into a god. So he kind of got there in the end, but he did make a sacrifice, and it was a long and patient wait. But good things were happening while he was having his liver pecked out. So Cancer, I'm not saying that for you. I'm just saying that you're in a bit of a spot. I remember your monthly reading. It was quite difficult energies for some of you for romance, okay? You're still sort of stuck in that because we have the Nine of Swords. These are the Furies, but I call them my Harry Potter Dementors. These are the things that keep you up at 4 AM. This is jealousy, paranoia, insecurity, forward thinking, oh my God, catastrophizing, those kind of thoughts. Some of it has a small bearing in real life, but most of it, Cancer, doesn't. Now, all that energy swirling around, and yet we have the Ace of Wands. This torch burns bright for you to move on to something. This can be a whole new cycle in your life. It can sort of burn off the vapours of this rather sort of darker energy here for some of you. It can represent starting a new business, a new creative idea, just a whole new rush of feelings, of feeling a lot more like you got your mojo back, Cancer. And I like that. You know, there's a lot to celebrate with this card. He's got the golden fleece, he's got the big stick with the fire, and he's got the globe in his hand. Nice. You also might find, Cancer, that you are given a gift or a blessing or a leg up at work by someone who's quite senior. This is Zeus, so it could be someone who's really the managing director or whatever it is. Because you also get this, the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a couple discussing how to spend the money, how to build what they need to build. It's negotiation, it's the Workaday card, it's building something. So even though you feel like this is all it is, and probably plenty of that at 4 AM, this is what's behind it. This is a new start. This is divine timing as well. Definitely check out your moon and rising. Just going to do a couple of clarifiers for you, Cancer. Oh, that one nearly fell in my tea. You get the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which we like. Five of Pentacles is feeling like you're left out in the cold, like someone's left you. They've left you penniless, they've left you, you feel lonely, or you've left even though you've left money behind. You don't even want that kind of financial opportunity with that person if it means being with them, or you've left some kind of job security. But it's in the reverse. The time for feeling out in the cold is coming to a close, which is fabulous. Now you get the Page of Wands in reverse. Some of you, I feel, would be dealing with either a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, someone that may be younger than you, or someone who is emotionally immature is at the root of this. They also are a fast mover with a short attention span. Very important. And you also have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are in a situation that is bound up with money. It could be romantic, could be work, but it's bound up with money. It's one of those situations, Cancer, where I feel that quote, when nothing is happening, everything is happening, is very pertinent for you. Let's have a look at some love cards for you. I like this for you in the love. You are binning a bad attitude. Now it could be someone else's bad attitude or it could be your own. But either way, it's going in the bin. I like that. You also get that it's time to give of yourself. Your whole self and nothing but the self. Or for some of you, that's what you did. And I feel that it's been thrown back in your face a bit. But you also get the luck card of floating on air. So for single Cancerians, it's definitely possible to meet someone this week or to put the steps in place to meet somebody. If you are completely convinced you're never going to meet anyone, it's never going to work out, you've got to bin that attitude, bin the tude, as they say. This is what you need to do. You need to be open to it. You need to be giving of yourself. If you're in a relationship, there needs to be, maybe you've been really tired recently, you haven't been talking much or doing much, you need to give more. Often with a relationship, you can't change how someone else is with you, but you can change how much you're giving, which often changes what they're giving. For those of you that have had the breakup, you're here and that's okay. Again, while nothing is happening, everything is happening. Prometheus did very well out of it in the end, but boy did he have to endure some torture in the meantime. And I think you already have, Cancerians. Now let's have a Healing with the Angels Oracle card for you. What's that one? Yay! New beginnings. Even if you've had a really messy breakup, Cancer, I get that you can meet someone. I really get that vibe for you. I don't often get that vibe, but I'm getting it. So I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say it. So Cancer, thank you for that. And do hit the like button if you like the video. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. And do subscribe if you haven't already. Check out your sun, moon and your rising in the timestamps. Thank you, Cancer. Leo. McLeo. Woo! Makes me want to say McLovin. You know, from that film, what is it? Super bad. McLovin. McLeos. So Leo, this is from September the 9th to the 16th for Leo, sun, moon and rising. Whew, Leo, what are you up to? That one. I thought that felt uncomfortable, Leo. Right, you've got some interesting cards. Right. For some people, you could be having relationship difficulties with the Two of Cups in reverse. We also have the Two of Wands in reverse. Some of you may have been trying to take things to the next level, or very much hoping things would go to the next level. You may have put a lot of work into this. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, someone has walked out. Because we have Major Arcana, the Chariot in reverse. Now the Chariot, it's a Cancerian card, but more importantly, there's the dark and the light horses, two opposing forces, that rhymed, going in different directions but trying to steer one chariot. Now when this is in the upright, often it's a bumpy ride but you're still getting there. When it's in the reverse, it sometimes indicates sudden exits, somebody just literally disappearing, ghosting, you know, even just packing a bag and leaving, you didn't even know they were going to go. Two of Cups in the reverse. Could have started off in a very promising way. Also, it could be a job that also started in a promising way that you loved. But for one reason or another, this opportunity seems to be going with the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of work put into it. A lot of training gone into it. But it just hasn't got the legs. This is like the legs to stand on. Seem to have been whipped away. Some of you Leos, because I know it's very important to Leo, despair of finding something that you love or someone that you love. With the Two of Cups. I'm just going to take a couple of clarifiers, Leo. That one. Ooh, yes, it's a breakup for some of you. Sure as eggs is eggs. Or a sudden and abrupt change of employment. Oh, Leo. Okay. That's interesting. For some of you, this is a Cancerian. Okay, for some of you, you're dealing with a manipulator, a narcissist. For the Two of Cups, you get the Death card. Transformation, complete change, something completely new, new cycle. And I say cycle, you also get the Chariot again. You have the Chariot in reverse and the Chariot in the upright. Chariot for Chariot. You will be feeling this week, Leo, massive opposing forces. Should I stay? Should I go? Whether it's love or work. Should I do this? Should I do that? Whoa, whoa, like that. Carnal, spiritual, polar opposites driving you. They're driving you. And some days you're winning and some days you're not. There's no one better equipped to cope with that than a Leo. You don't mind the drama of it. You might be a bit tired, you might be a bit exhausted. For a few of you, and this won't be for everybody, you've been dealing with a narcissist, King of Swords in reverse. There is a fox on that card for a reason. Somebody who is manipulative, twists what you say. For some of you, someone quite cruel, quite sarcastic, quite divisive, quite strategic. Yeah. I knew that was a nice one. So, forget self-consciousness. There's a person looking straight into a mirror. Some of you have been dealing with a narcissistic person, either at work in the form of a boss or in love. You also get fear. Leo, you don't often get fear. Leos have a big lion heart. You're feeling a bit under attack, a bit timid, a bit underconfident. But, and this is nice, you get dreams come true. If you can somehow not buy into that fear, you can have that dream job or that dream person. You know, the Chariot, no matter that you've got one horse going one way, one horse going the other way, could still get you to your destination. You don't mind a bumpy ride, Leo. Oh, that's nice. Guardian angel. Someone is looking out for you. If the wheel comes off your chariot, someone's holding it together. Very much get the impression that you are tossed and turned like a tiny boat on the sea, but that you are somehow, Leo, holding it together. Sheer strength of character, I think. And also that Death card, I rather like that for you. For some of you, it is a complete breakup from job or a person, but very much for the best. Thank you, Leo. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Do visit your moon and also your rising sign, and also your September, which is up at the moment. Your September tarot reading for Leo is up on my channel. Speak to you soon, Leo. Have a good week. Okay, Virgo. Let's just shuffle those a minute. My little tarot. I love these because they're so easy to shuffle. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. This is for September the 9th to the 16th. Sun is in your sign at the moment. Let's have a look. Also, you have a new moon this month, don't you? In Virgo on the 20th. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh, Virgo, what's going on? Plenty by the looks of it. That's going to have to go sideways. Okay. Fair enough. Right, Virgo, where to begin? This isn't for all of you, this is only for some of you. Some of you are experiencing trouble in a relationship again. Someone is holding out. Someone is not giving of themselves. Someone is playing their cards close to their chest. See how close these pentacles are to this person's chest. Or they're an absolute tightwad, Virgo, and I hope that's not you. No, I think you're dealing with somebody who appears to be very sensitive, but not about you, just about themselves, unfortunately. You did not know whether to get into a relationship with this person in the first place because we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is when, you know, you're not tuned into it, you're worried about it, you think, I'll hold back, you know, I'm a bit jaded about love, but they've kind of, somehow, they rushed you into it, they talked you into it, and then equally as fast, they've rushed out of it. Because we have here the Page of Wands. He enters quickly and exits just as quick when it's in reverse. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm distracted because you have the Seven of Swords. What I call my sneaky fox card. Seven of Swords is somebody taking from you, somebody lying, somebody not being straight with you, somebody being shady in one way or another. Shady, shady, shady. Shady, 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 Virgo. It could be at work, in which case there's somebody, even to a certain extent, who might be stealing, or somebody who is certainly taking more than their fair share of something, even if it's just accolades. For some of you, this is definitely a relationship where somebody has forced you to show your hand and give, and has then retracted on their own part of it. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's been arguments about it, but you've now been quietened and you don't really know how to deal with this person. We have the Lovers as well. It could be a Gemini. Major Arcana. This card also used to be called the Choice. Not for me always the most positive of cards, even though it has such a good rep for, oh, you're going to find love and all that. Often it's to do with making choices, and for you, Virgo, I get slightly against your will. Maybe just giving in to someone because you're so damn tired of arguing. Now, up here you get the King of Cups. Someone who's very romantically connected, someone who's full of dreams and romance and can make you feel like the most important person in the world, and in the beginning they did. But then it's turned. King of Cups in reverse is sometimes the last man holding up the bar, weeping into his drink, telling his sorry tale to the bartender for the 50th time. Also, it's spilt cups, tears over somebody, sentimentality. A sentimental man is a dangerous thing. And I do get this being more of a man because it's a king. And then you get the Sun card, Virgo. This is, I didn't know if it was up or down, so it's sideways. But sideways the sun is still round, so we're all good. Sun is in your sign. There's a new moon in your sign. This is some definitely strong energies that you are dealing with. But feel assured that somehow you're going to scrape through this, and I don't really know how, but you are. That's nice. Some of you might be seeing somebody secretly or be in a third-party relationship. Because you get tryst, which is meeting secretly. You get delight, which is about taking delight in being out with your friends and socialising as well. You get bad attitude. I don't feel it's your bad attitude though, I feel it's this King of Cups. and a fear of inadequacy, which is maybe what's keeping you there, Virgo. Single Virgos, you may meet somebody or be brewing with somebody at work that maybe nobody knows about. There's an element of secrecy about it. I quite like that if they're unattached. I feel that could go somewhere. Just if you do meet somebody in the near future, Virgo, make sure they are unattached. Make sure they are who they say they are. And for those of you that are involved with this rather narcissistic King of Cups man, probably a man in most cases, it's quite a male energy for me. They will show you their ass soon enough, is what I get. And that's probably the calling card you need to get off. That sounds a bit brusque, but that's the way I see it. You're really, really going to see them for who they are, and I don't think that you can look back from that, Virgo. Leave me a comment about that. Let me know. Let's have a look at your Healing with the Angels Oracle card. It is you. Well, you want to come out too. You get the friendship card. If you're looking for something romantic, start with a friendship base. If you're involved with someone who you think may be dodgy, ask if they could be your best friend, if you'd let them treat you this way if they were your friend. Also, do talk to your friends. Rely on your friendship. Rely on your tribe. Self-acceptance as well, Virgo. I feel some of you, which is a Virgoan trait, have been criticising yourself for getting into this situation. We all get into situations. That's what being human is. Just a series of situations until you drop off. That's it. Virgo, do leave me a comment, and also check out your moon and rising. Also check out your September forecast. And if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Thank you, Virgo. Libra. Lovely, lovely Libra. This is for September the 9th to the 16th. For Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Hi Libra, sorry the video just cut off then, so I've come back. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, 9th to the 16th. Whew. Libra, let's have a look. Nice, okay. Libra, some of you are waiting to hear news about money. We got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is a lack of clarity about something. There's something you need to know about, and it's just not... What's the word for it? It's just not come through. You know bits of it, but you don't have the whole picture. It could be a legal thing, an inheritance, a wage rise, getting your taxes right, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it seems to be coming your way because you have the Six of Pentacles, which is the card of generosity, of receiving money, of receiving a gift. It's not usually bound up with money that you've earned. It's quite often bonuses or gifts. For you, Libra, I feel when it does come, it will be very welcome, and it will also be a bit of a surprise. Even though you're sort of semi-expecting it, you've been waiting for it for so long, you've almost forgotten it could happen, which is a great thing. This is a great card. 6 is a nice, stable number for you as well, Libra. So I like that for you. Very nice. And we also have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles has two messages. One, that your ship is coming in financially, but also that you will need to be patient. You will need to be patient about it. Page of Pentacles is about growing crops, planting seeds, being patient enough to relate to the seasons and let them grow. Page of Pentacles, yeah, is also that this will happen. It will happen in its own time when it's ready, but it will happen. It's guaranteed to happen, which is great. For some of you, you may be dealing, if it's a relationship with an earth sign person, this is somebody, a Capricorn, Virgo or a Taurus, could be younger than you. For some of you, you're waiting for news to find out whether you're pregnant or not. We've got the Empress, or whether your partner is pregnant. Now the Empress is in the reverse. For some of you, that may be news that you're not pregnant, or news that it comes later than you think. Again, you've been waiting for the news, whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be a pregnancy. It can be news about your mother, anything to do with the feminine energy, about gestation. So it can even be news about a business plan, a job application, anything that you have been putting time and effort and love and nurture into. Now this will come. You will get the message. You get the rewards, actually, Libra. But it won't necessarily be as quick as you would like. The Knight of Swords, when he's in the upright, is very fast and delivers that in a very fast and clear fashion. Almost sometimes brutal, it's so clear and fast. But when it's in the reverse, it comes through in a much more grounded way. Literally earth rather than air. Just having a look for some love cards for you, Libra. Interesting, that one. You get feeling unwanted. Some of you, if you are in a relationship with an earth sign person, maybe who is younger than you, maybe just feeling you're not getting the attention that you deserve. And also you get the doubt card. Maybe some of you are doubting whether you want to be in a relationship. Some of you are definitely doubting whether you're ever going to meet anyone at all if you're single, and feeling frustrated about that. Fear not, Libra. Financially, your ship is coming in, but also this can mean meeting an earth sign person, or somebody who works with like gardening, outdoors, farming, any kind of agriculture. You also get wild abandon. Some of you, I feel, if you're single, are bored and you're absolutely dying to just get out there, whip it off in the fountain and go for it. If you're in a relationship as well, Libra, this could be the time for a bit of, you know, extracurricular activity with your partner. Trying somewhere different, going somewhere different, doing somewhere different, doing somewhere different. As long as I didn't say doing someone different. So you get as well new beginnings. And I feel this is heralded by the arrival of this gift, whether it's the gift of a child, the gift of money, or the gift of meeting somebody. This will come. It's a new beginning. And you get playfulness. Very much, if you're in a relationship, it's time to play. It's time to just like have a pillow fight, do anything that's, watch a comedy DVD, you know, if you haven't got any money. Or if you are single, do something that is action orientated. If you're going to like a meetup group, don't just do something where they're meeting in a bar. Do something that involves action. And some of you, I feel as well, Libra, are puzzling over a relationship. You know, you're not getting the attention that you want or deserve from this person. And it may be that you have to really think it over. I wouldn't be in a hurry though. That Page of Pentacles tells me that you need not be rushing into anything at the moment. It's not a time to make any snap decisions. I would wait until the sun goes into your sign later this month, because that always makes things a lot clearer. And also we have a new moon in Virgo on the 20th. So I hope that gives you some clarity this week, Libra. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Also check out your September 2017 reading that's on the channel. Ooh. Thank you, Libra. Have a good week. Oh wow, Scorpio. Scorpio, your cards are flying all over the floor. Let's have a look for you, Scorpio. this is for the 9th of September to the 16th, Scorpio. Whoa, okay. Scorpio, someone this week might be asking you for a second chance. You've got Judgment in the reverse. When Judgment is in the reverse, this is sometimes a major review, either by you or by someone else. I feel for you that it's by someone else. It may be someone you've been apart from for a while. When Judgment is in the reverse, I have to say, you're usually not feeling like granting that second chance. It's a major arcana card. These three bodies on the card are past, present and future. I think this is going to cause you to... You're a deep thinker, Scorpio, and I think that you will think it over. You will think about the past, you'll think about the present, you'll consider the future. There's a lot of deep thinking for you to do this week, Scorpio. And it could be for a job situation. I more get the love side of it. This person at one point had power over you, Scorpio. Got the 5 of Swords. It's Venus in Aquarius. But for me, this always means... Well, you see, this person is defenseless here. And this is a god. I mean, this person always knew how to yank your chain, Scorpio. But they somehow have the ability to fill your head with cotton wool so you can't quite remember why it was so awful in the past. Queen of Swords. This is the queen who is normally so direct. Is so cool, calm and collected. Uses her sword as well to cut out all the BS that she's not interested in. When she's in the reverse, this person puts some kind of slight spell on you in a way, Scorpio. They talk a good talk. However, in the middle of all this, you've got the Hermit, which I like for you actually. This is the need for you to be alone for a while. Try and spend some time on your own in solitude this week. It doesn't mean you have to stay away from everybody. It just means you need to... What this guy does when he goes into the cave with his lamp is he's not looking for wisdom. He's kind of living wisdom. The Hermit is living wisdom. You need to step into yours, Scorpio, because I feel that in your heart of hearts, you really know the answer to this. You really feel the answer to this. But at times, this person just manages to cloud your vision. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely about second chances. And you can't make your mind up, some of you. Okay. Just done a few clarifiers for you, Scorpio. Okay, you're being stubborn. You want to come out, don't you? Oh, great. Okay. Some of you, the 9 of Swords that wanted to come out, you're having some sleepless nights over this. I'm not surprised at all. Especially if you look at your September forecast, it's the same kind of story. For the Hermit, you get the Judgment card again. So that's Judgment twice. It's all about second chances. Some days you feel yes and some days you're feeling no. You've got the Hangman in reverse. This is about not wanting to be stuck. You don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be stuck like that, Scorpio. You don't want these anxious, paranoid thoughts. You don't want this person in your head. However, you put a lot of work into it. You put a lot of work into the relationship. And occasionally, Scorpios find it very difficult to let go. When they finally do, they do, but up until that point, they find it very difficult. However, you do get the Six of Wands, the victory card, Scorpio, which I like very much for you. Very much for you. Somehow, Scorpio, you are going to cobble a way through all this. I want that one. I want that one. I'm just choosing you some love cards. Yeah. Wow, okay. You get self-consciousness, dealing with someone who's a bit obsessed with themselves, Scorpio. And also, you didn't feel yourself with them. You didn't feel confident. You get fear of commitment. Maybe this is somebody who would never commit. And now they're coming back and saying they can. Don't make that same mistake again. You get the mistake card. You've been down this road before. Let's have a look at your Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Scorp. Ooh, it's you. Wow. You get the soulmate card, Scorpio. For some of you, this is about a twin flame relationship. For some of you, it's a soul contract. You will find difficulty with the magnetism of this. This person will have a magnetic draw. You will have a magnetic draw to each other. Sometimes, in fact, that's what the Hermit teaches us. This is Chronos, Father Time. Sometimes only time can play something out. If you've got the Judgment card in reverse and in the upright, maybe you can't decide at the moment, Scorpio, and maybe you don't have to. That's the message I get for you this week. Definitely leave me a comment, Scorpio, because that's a very interesting reading. And check your September reading as well. It's up on the site, up on my channel, Scorpio September 2017, because that's very pertinent for you. If you want a private reading, Scorpio, you can book in the description box below. Ooh, strong reading. And do subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon, Scorpio. Right, Sagittarius. Saggy, this is for 9th of September to the 16th of September. I nearly forgot my dates then, didn't I? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. That's your card. Don't disappear. Some secrets for you, Saggy, because your cards are hiding. Oh, that one. Let's have a look for you. Wow. Saggy, some of you are waiting to hear news about moving abroad or a job abroad, which is a very Sagittarian thing. Or news from someone you're in a long distance relationship with. Or you could be dealing with an air sign person, possibly who's younger than you. Have the Page of Swords. He delivers messages, he delivers clarity, he tells you what you need to know. But at the same time, you have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is the card of travel, communication. For me, it's digital communication. So it's waiting to get an email, a text, any kind of digital, fast communication. There is a disconnect in the communication, possibly with an air sign. But possibly to do with travel, because we have the World in reverse. Some of you feel you can't rest until you know what it is you need to know, either about a job, travelling, or a relationship. It feels very much like a wheel. Something you've been waiting on for a while. Again, we have here the moon, Hecate, the goddess, 3 phases of the moon. To a certain extent, this is patience. It may relate back to the eclipse that we had as well on the 21st of August. And maybe you're still waiting to hear something from somebody. You're waiting for news. It will come because you have the Page of Swords. But when it does, I feel that it will be quite sudden and quite blunt. And it may take you a bit by surprise, Sagittarius. This can also be for some of you discovering information in a difficult way, like that wasn't meant to be seen by you. So perhaps looking at someone's phone or doing something in secret or finding something out that someone else has been doing in secret. Because the moon is about revelations. You get openness. This is what will come eventually. There will be an openness. The truth will come out. Probably on the new moon in Virgo on the 20th. I know this is a weekly reading, but these energies go further. You are doubting something. You want clarity. You want clarification from this person. And you have fear of commitment. You could be waiting to hear from somebody about taking things to the next level, or whether they're going to visit, I get very strongly as well. God, it's very hard to choose this card. That one. Oh, I like that one. Now, don't forget, Saggy, the blessings. Count your blessings. You have blessings all around you. A lot of this waiting is taking up your kind of airtime. It's taking up your energy, it's taking up your mind, it's distracting you, it's making you doubt. You don't really know whether you're coming or going. For some of you, it's kind of turned your world a bit upside down. You know, Saggy, you're one of the luckiest, sunniest, fieriest signs of the zodiac. I say this every week, but if I could choose a sign to be, I would choose you. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget your mojo, you know, because I feel that this personal situation is draining you and it doesn't need to. Focus on the blessings, Sagittarius. Do leave me a comment about that, and also check out your moon and your rising sign. If you want a private reading, Sag, you can book in the description box below, or you can visit my website, Gemstonetarot. Best of luck to you this week, Sag. See you soon. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. Let's have a look for you. Ooh, that was good. I enjoyed that. 9th to the 16th of September. Capricorn, Sun, Moon. Ooh. And Rising. Ooh, Capricorn. Definitely check out your moon and rising, because some of these have echoes of other signs' readings. Okay, Capricorn, some of you are dealing with a betrayal of sorts. We have the Three of Swords. This is Agamemnon, dead in the bath, his wife Clytemnestra and her lover, who have plotted to kill him while he's in the bath. Now, it doesn't have to be, obviously, that drastic, but the Three of Swords is a triangular. It's swords, it's painful, it's betrayal, it's someone letting you down, it's secrecy, third parties, cheating. It is, what's the word? It's betrayal. It is a card of betrayal. You feel betrayed. Also with the Ten of Pentacles, it could be you're feeling someone's pulled the rug out from under you. Ten of Pentacles is material security, deeply, 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 deeply important to Capricorns. In fact, material security is emotional security. It's all tied up with the same thing for you, Capricorn. Now, that was the bad news, okay? Let's have the good news. Judgment is in the upright. For me, this is karma. I'm seeing this as karma. Major arcana karma. Hey, that sounded like a Culture Club song, didn't it? I like this for you very, very much. What goes around comes around. This Three of Swords could go back a while. Could have taken this hit a while ago. It still reverberates. You lost money over it. You lost security over it. Capricorns do not appreciate that at all. However, karma, 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 chameleon, as Boy George said. Wheel of Karma, 6 of Pentacles. You will receive the money. I like this card. One person, benefactor, giving to another. This is receiving money. This is receiving the kind of money that is in a lump sum, in a gift, given to you. It's not like accruing wages over a long period of time. Have a lot of time for the 6 of Pentacles. It's a beautifully Capricorn card. Ooh. For some of you, this was a relationship because we have the fear of commitment card. Oh, yes. It's you, my pretty. Good. Look. Fear of commitment. Maybe someone did cheat. They wanted their freedom. This is kind of in the past. It could also be the energies of now. Only you can know that, how it kind of pertains to your situation, Capricorn. Somebody didn't want to be tied down. Maybe it was you. Now, the healing card for you is to learn to trust again. You can jump out of the plane. Your parachute will see you to the floor. And if you're a single Capricorn, this is a good week to meet somebody, actually. Trust that it can happen for you, because look, we get the Lovers, which is a gorgeous card. We get gingham tablecloths on the floor. We get swans snogging, plenty of bush. I can't resist a bush joke. Sorry Capricorn. I know that Capricorns have a good sense of humour, so we'll go with it. Nevertheless, yeah, I like this. It's as above, so below. What goes around comes around, this reading. Love it for you, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, you as well. This card never comes out. Soulmate. For some of you, you may feel this person in the Three of Swords was your soulmate. Soulmates are a difficult concept, aren't they? Sometimes someone comes along for different reasons than being your forever person. They teach you something that is a very difficult lesson to learn. For some of you, if you're looking for love, definitely put your heart, I was going to say on a string, jump out of the plane, okay? Could have a chance to meet your soulmate. Ooh, you don't want to turn that down at the moment. Even if you do have a fear of commitment, or your last person did, doesn't mean that this person will at all. Stay confident, Capricorn. What goes around comes around is your message this week, and I like it for you. If you want a private reading, Capricorn, book in the description box below or visit my website, Gemstonetarot. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and check out your September 2017 forecast on my channel as well. Thank you, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Wow, it's just started to massively rain, Aquarius. I think we're going to have a thunderstorm. Woohoo! Love me a thunderstorm. Right. For September the 9th to the 16th, we're doing for you here, Aquarius. Ooh. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's see what we've got for you. That card has come up loads. Definitely check out your Moon and Rising. It's all time-stamped in the description box below. So Aquarius, you've been going through a spot of bother recently. Got the Five of Cups in the reverse, which I quite like. Somebody's done a bit of a runner on you. Here is the conjugal couch, as they call it, and here is the tip of a man's wing who's running off, and she's chasing him with her lamp. Spilt cups here. Someone's ghosted. Someone's gone. Somebody has reneged on a promise for you, and there's been a lot of emotion over it. You do feel emotional about it. It's been very difficult, but I feel that these energies are resolving to a certain extent this week. You have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is reaching the pinnacle of being stabbed in the back 10 times. These are the Furies here. This is a card where you reach the end of a suit, you reach the end of the 10. Everything that could have happened has happened. You know, this is betrayal, this is being stabbed in the back, this is somebody being shady, this is lying, this is hurt, all of those things. But they're in the past, okay? They're in the past, or they're moving into the past, and you can see the sun just breaking over the horizon. And it's very welcome, because look, here it is. I love this for you. Major Arcana, the sun, coming to brighten up the whole reading for you. This is fantastic. Fantastic energies for you. Can't get enough of this, Aquarius. You're going to be feeling better. Also, you get the Six of Pentacles. This is money coming in. It's the gift of feeling better to a certain extent, plonked in your lap. This is unexpected wealth. This is a resolution of it. This is somebody's generosity really touching you this week. Kind of makes up for this rather difficult Ten of Swords. Wow. This is a person that you were involved with, that you had a lot of sex with. Sexual chemistry off the charts. We have the conjugal bed, we have wild abandon. Also adventure. This person was exciting. But don't hold on if they want to go, Aquarius. This is not a good look. Don't be doing this at all. You can't be holding someone's leg as they go out of the door. I know someone who took someone's shoes who wanted to go. Don't go there. And the revenge card. Yes, some of you may be involved with someone who has found somebody else. Don't be attracted to revenge. It's not going to get you where you need to be, and that's the only thing that you should be interested in, Aquarius. The worst has happened. The sun shines full. Major Arcana to come and light up your world and take you out of it. And I love that for you, Aquarius. But in the meantime, yes, there's some very strong energies to overcome. But you can. And also, just because the sexual chemistry was off the charts, doesn't mean you need to hang on to it. Interesting reading, Aquarius. Leave me a comment. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and watch your September forecast as well. And also look at your moon and rising in the timestamps, Aquarius. Very interesting. Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Sun, moon and rising. Week of September the 9th to the 16th. Let's have a look, Pisces, what we have. This is what I would call, Pisces, a workaday spread, okay? Nothing major one way or the other, but actually progress is being made. When nothing is happening, everything is happening. We have the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady progress. The horse is not particularly glamorous. It's not a racehorse, it's a bit more like a donkey, but he has his pentacle and he will make it to his destination without fuss. It's more of the hare and the tortoise. Again, we are the tortoise, Pisces. We have been for a while. However, I'm liking this. The Seven of Pentacles. Things are coming together. This is negotiating, this is building, this is pricing, this is working on yourself, This is doing the necessary work that you need to do to get back on your feet again after a difficult time, Pisces. I like it. 7 is a very spiritual number. For some of you, it might also be finding a good osteopath or having back treatment. These can represent vertebrae. Standing up for yourself, standing tall, claiming your stake, claiming your place. We get the Page of Swords. I like this. This is necessary communication, clear communication, being able to say what you want, Pisces, and what you don't. Finally getting to a point where you're confident enough to be able to let this flow like this icy, beautiful cloud of air that's coming out of his mouth. This is clear. This is rational. This is self-centered, but in a good way. I like the sword. That is a sword of clarity, cutting out the BS. And then we have Conchita from Eurovision. 9 of Pentacles, the single happy person card. Single or coupled, this means for you, Pisces, that you can produce your own wealth. Whether it's spiritual, whether it's emotional, whether it's literal. All is well in the garden and you can do it for yourself. Which for Pisces, who can often steer towards codependency, that's actually quite a revelation in this healing time of Virgo, which is our opposite sign. Woo! That we can provide for ourselves. Ooh, Pisces. I'm just doing Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Always a problem for Pisces, that. Fear. Fear for the fishies. Okay. We have to ditch any kind of attitude that we've got towards meeting somebody new. Defeatism. Or fear. Fear of intimacy. Fear of doing the Pisces thing of just letting the dam burst and everything coming out, okay? That's actually our selling point. Don't be afraid of that. Be who you are. And don't be afraid of love, literally. And then we have sensuality. We're going to be attractive this week. We're going to be magnetically attractive this week. People are going to find that we've got our sexy on a bit. And that is nice. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to flirt a bit, Pisces. And then we get the risk card. We will, at some point, Pisces, have to take a risk if we want to be fulfilled. That sounded a bit rude then, didn't it? If we want to find love, true love. All Pisces want to find true love. There's an element of risk involved. There's an element of putting ourselves out there. We get children. There may be issues revolving around children for us this week, Pisces. Maybe about pregnancy or about having children, not having children, or your partner's children. Or also for me, the message is to be fearless like a child. Be fearless like we were when we were children and curious. And we get listening. Pisces is tuned in to the things of the universe and of spirit. Sometimes, two fishes swimming in opposite directions, we don't listen. And if we hear it, we don't believe. Believe it this week. When nothing's happening, everything is happening, Pisces. I like it. If you want a private reading, Pisces, you can book in the description box below. Check out your Pisces 2017 September video as well. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Speak to you soon, and thank you to everybody of all of the signs for watching the video. See you again for the daily video on Monday. Okay, bye!